Amazon just introduced a new fee in their fee structure. So yes, there's a new fee that you are gonna need to pay that did not existed before. But it does not mean that you are gonna spend a lot more in fees. Yes, every year the fee increased. They just released the new fee for 2024 that is going to get into effect on April 1st. Yeah, April 1st, 2024. We'll talk about all the fees in another video, but in today's video, we are gonna break down exactly this new fee that is called the low inventory level fee. And as its name implies, you are gonna need to pay more money if you do not have a lot of stock in Amazon warehouses. So you are not going to be able to get away with sending 10 units here and there as a new sellers. This is not going to work anymore. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about in today's video. We are going to break that down. We are going to start soon, but before we actually start, if you want one-on-one coaching, if you want to grow your business faster, best way to do it, book a call with me. We're going to build a plan for you to scale your Amazon business. All right, so there's a link in the description for the one-on-one coaching. The second link that you're going to find is for the Discord server. If you want to grow, you need to network. Best way to do it, come on the Discord server, start being active, talk to people, ask questions, answer questions. If you are still a beginner, ask questions. It's totally fine. And start talking to people. I'm always over there answering questions, and there's always other people talking as well, answering questions. People are ready to help because this is how you actually start building a network. So come on the Discord server, be active. Do not hesitate to ask questions. There's no dumb questions, and people will start noticing you, and you will be able to start making friends. All right, so let's start with this video with this low inventory level fee. So it is probably going to change the way a lot of beginners do online arbitrage, because Amazon is pretty clear, and I've been saying it. You need to understand what Amazon wants. Amazon wants you to have a reliable supply chain for the essence that you want to sell, because if you have deeper level in stocks, we've already seen it, they incentivize this by giving you more buy box share, right? Because it's actually easier for them to have, for you to spread your inventory in different fulfillment centers, because that way they can reduce their cost fulfilling your orders, and it's way faster for them to fulfill your orders and to make sure that customers are actually happy. So they used to only incentivize this by giving you more buy box share, and I've been saying it on this channel for a long time. The levels of stock that you have is one of the most important factors when it comes to actually winning the buy box. It's one of the most important factors when it comes to actually making, like, increasing your buy box share, right? Instead of decreasing your price, instead of cutting price, just go deeper in stock. And I've been saying it a long time. But right now, basically what Amazon wants is for you to have at least at all time 4 weeks of inventory for a specific ASIN, right? They want you to have 28 days of inventory, or you're gonna pay this fee. That is the low inventory level fee. How is it gonna work? So basically, they are gonna look at two things. They are gonna look at the long term. How do they call this? Let me actually check to make sure that I don't say something wrong. They are gonna look at the short term historical days of supplies and the long-term historical days of supplies. All right. So the long-term historical days of supply is going to be how many days of supplies did you add in FBA warehouses on average for the last 90 days. All right. So if on average for the last 90 days you had 30 days of supplies, 30 days worth of inventory, you are in the good. You are not going to pay the fee. The short term is the same thing, but for 30 days. Is that it? Yeah, it's the same. It's the exact same thing for 30 days. So they are only going to charge you the low level inventory fee if both those things, the short term and the long term, are below 28 days. So for example, if in the last 90 days you had, like, on average 30 days of inventory, but for the last 28 days you had for the last 30 days, you only had 14 days, you're good, because the last 30 days, you were good, so you're not going to pay the fee. It's only if you are under 28 days on average for those two things that you are going to start paying the fee. And the fee it can get pretty expensive, all right? And it can actually cut up your margins. So, and this is why I've always been saying, stop trying to, we are going to look at the fees in a few, but I've always been saying, stop trying to optimize or stop trying to cut corners. Try to, if you want to win the Bible, if you want to be successful in this business, try to understand what Amazon wants. And what Amazon wants is people, sellers that have reliable supply chain, that do not go out of stock, and all that stuff. So one-time flips is not necessarily what is going to help you actually make a lot of money with Amazon FBA. You could do it with FBA. With FBA, one-time flips is not necessarily the way to go. If you want to do this, it's more likely that eBay is a better place for you. It's still going to be possible, but like we can clearly see that this is not what Amazon wants. And especially when it comes to retail arbitrage, it's going to change the game a lot. Because with retail arbitrage, usually you do not go that deep in stock. So yeah, it's going to change the game a lot for those business model, those people that actually do not go deep in stock. This is why I've been saying you should strive, you should try to go deep in stock as soon as possible. The way to go is not to send 10 units here and there. And we see that Amazon do not want that because they are increasing the fee. You can still do it if you are profitable. But let's just look at the fee. So the fees are going to range for 32 cents per unit on the lower end. So this is the cheaper that you're going to spend, all right? They basically divide it into, for the small standard items, for the large standard items that are up to £3, and for the large standard items that are above £3, right? So for the small items, it's going to be in between 32 cents per unit or 89 cents per unit, depending on what your historical day of supply is, all right? They divided it in 3, and there's the link. You can just go on Seller Central to actually find it. I cannot share my screen with you right now. But basically, if you are in between 0 to 14 days of historical day of supplies, and you are in the small standard of up to 16 hours, you are going to pay 89 cents per unit, which is a lot of money and which is going to eat on your profit a lot, all right? Especially if you sell cheaper products. So as I was saying, yeah, it goes up to $1.11 for large standards items that are in between £3 to £20. Please note that this does not apply to all products. For bulky products, for the bulky, I forgot the name of the category. For anything that is bulky, it's not going to apply. But yeah, Amazon wants you to have a lot of inventory. We want you to have a reliable supply chain, and this is what you should actually strive for, because it's going to cut on your profit. Let's just say, like, if you do online arbitrage, if you do retail arbitrage, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about retail arbitrage. You're going to have a lot of items that falls into the large standard of up to £3. And you're going to, most of it is going to be up to 16 hours. So 89 cents per unit is going to be a lot of money. So let's say you make $4 to $5 of profit. It's going to cut this to 3. Let's say so. Yeah, it's going to cut your profit by a lot if you are not able to go deep in stock. And I've been saying it. You want to go deep in stock. You want to have stocks because this is what Amazon wants. Amazon is going to give you the buy box more, and no, they are going to charge you less money. Apparently, based on the first blog post that they actually post about the 2024 US referral and FBA fee change summaries, some sellers may be able, so if you are able to manage your supply chain efficiently, you should see a decrease in fee. I do not know how accurate it is, and I'm going to read all this, the whole thing, and analyze the whole thing, and probably release a video on that specific thing tomorrow. Because I have a lot of shit to talk about. Like there's a lot of news and a lot of things that I need to talk about in video. That happened in the last few days and stuff that I discovered. But I think I'm going to release the video on this tomorrow. We are going to go deeper on every single fee and we are going to break them down. But apparently, if you're able to manage your supply chain effectively, you're going to be able to actually save money and pay less than what you pay. They say that on average, an increase of 15 cents in fees per unit sold. This is what is going to happen, and we're going to talk more about this tomorrow. But then I do not remember where in the blog post, but they basically said that some sellers may be able to see a reduction in the fee that they pay per unit as well. We're going to see. I don't know how true it is. You know that you cannot always believe what Amazon is saying, but I think that it makes sense because they decreased the referral fee. Is it the referral fee? I forgot. There's one of the fee that they actually decreased. They decreased storage fees, and they introduced this new fee. So if you are able to avoid this fee, and with the fee that decreased, you are going to be able to actually save some money on the fees that you are spending on whatever you are paying per unit, right? So this is a good news. And if you have not done it yet, if you are still in the beginner stage, or if you haven't moved from this beginner stage of sending 10 units, 15 units, all that stuff, you want to adapt your business. If you want to survive, you need to adapt your business. And I've been saying it a lot. This is what Amazon wants you to do anyway. You need to try to figure out what Amazon wants you to do to be able, and not try to do the opposite if you want to stay on the platform and perform on the platform, because they're going to try to incentivize what they want you to do. And so if you do not do what they want you to do, you are going to pay more fees or have less buy box share in that case, or and it's going to be the same for every single thing. So try to figure out what they want, give them what they want, and make them happy, and you will be happy with your business. That's basically it. That's how it works. So yeah, we're going to look at all the fees, all the other fees in another video. Let me see if there's anything important about the low inventory fee. So yeah, you just need to keep like at least 28 days of inventory at all time, and replan your items whenever you can if you want to avoid this fee. It is not going to kill online arbitrage, neither retail arbitrage, if you do it the right way, if you do it the way Amazon wants, which is that you need to have some stock for this business to make sense. The good thing though is that it is going to be another barrier of entry for beginners to actually be profitable, and so it's making it a little bit less beginner friendly, which is good if you are actually able to put in the work, if you are actually willing to put in the work to actually run this business successfully. All right, the harder it is for people to come to do it profitably, the less competition there's going to be. The less competition there's going to be, the bigger of the pie, the bigger slice of the pie you can get yourself. So it's actually a great thing. And so yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope I was able to actually teach you a little bit about this new fee and understand the implication that this new fee is going to have on this business. So I hope this video was helpful. As always, leave a like, subscribe, because it is helping a lot. And if I helped you, return the favor by helping me grow this channel. And I'll see you tomorrow for a new video, because I release a new video every single day. Watch these videos on the screen right now if you want to keep learning about selling on Amazon. Thank you for watching, as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.